Welcome to Amateur Redneck Workshop. I'm Harold, the resident redneck. And you know, I get lots of scopes to review, and so what we're going to do today is we're going to review another scope. This is an OTW red dot. Well, it's not actually a scope, it's a red dot sight. And this was sent to me free for doing the review. I don't get paid any money for the reviews, but I do get the merchandise. So just wanted, that's my disclaimer there, so you'll know if you want to doubt my honesty or something. Alright, so anyway, I've got several things to review, and this will be the first one for this week, I guess, and then I'll move into some other things. But anyway, this is on the subject of a red dot. Red dots are nice to, you know, for things where you need to acquire a target real fast. They're also nice for just general, you know, general aiming at things. You know, you can target shoot with it, you can actually hunt with it, and you know, whatever you want to use it for. And you don't have to line up two sights, a front and one in the back, when you just put that red dot on the target, and you're pretty sure to hit it unless you're real shaky handed. Okay, so now let's take a look at the package and the red dot. Okay, so there's the package that it came in, and I'll turn my viewfinder around so I can see what you're seeing, and move around here in the front of the camera, and we'll see if we can get the box open. I haven't opened it yet. So inside you got microdot's instruction, and you've got the red dot sight. Let's see if I can make sure I'm still in the camera. It's the red dot sight with the cleaning pad that comes with everything, and the little bag of stuff you're not supposed to chew or eat. And here's the red dot. It's got a mount here for, you know, a Picatinny or Weaver rail, and it's got a brightness control here for the light, and undoubtedly this will be your elevation, and the one on the side here will be your windage controls. And I'll pull the little cap off and we'll take a look here. This is the kind you put a little screwdriver in the hole to adjust. These usually have a nice loud click, 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 click. Okay, so since it's so easy to put onto a rifle, I'm just going to loosen this screw and drop it on the rail on my 1522, and we'll take a look at what it looks like. And of course, there's one thing that I didn't manage to drag out of the box, is the little Allen wrench to set the thing up with. So it's got little covers over the lens. Look like they fit pretty tight. Alright, so if you look at one of these, you see the shiny end. That's the end that points away. We'll ease this thing onto here. Let's drop everything, and we'll put it, since it's small, we'll put it back here toward the back. And we'll see what we get here. I've got to line up on the rail to get it to go on. I guess I need to hook this side first. There we go. You need to hook it's got a bigger lip on one side than it does the other. So when you put it on, it's better to start on the other side. Alright, so elevation, windage. We'll take it. I don't know what you guys will be able to see looking down it, but I'm pretty sure there's a bulb in there, so I'll just turn this guy on and give myself a look down it. yes, there's a red dot showing in there. So I'll move the camera handheld and let you have a little look at the red dot. Well, by golly, with the rear sight on there, I can't get close enough to it to with the camera. It's incredibly usable just like that, and I could use the iron sights along with it if I wanted to. But let me take that rear sight off. This sight fits real tight down on the rail, so I can't get close enough for the camera to give you a view down the sight and view of the red dot. I'll have to do that when I take it off the rifle. But it's good that it's nice and low. The closer you can get to being exactly in line with the barrel, the better the zero and the greater distance over which it'll stay accurate. So I guess at this point I will try to bore sight it, and I'm going to have to bore sight it with my laser bore sighter there. Now, I don't know if you can see it down the hall. Yeah, you can probably see the dot down there, because the Barska type will only bore sight telescopic sights. It's got to have magnification to see the little grid down inside of it. So I'll zero this thing in, and then we'll take it to the range. Now, something I neglected to tell you is this is a red or green dot, and they each have 5 levels of intensity, from reasonably dim nighttime setting to a pretty good high setting that I think should be viewable in all daylight. Now, this thing is a small diameter. It's smaller diameter than anything I've seen up to now, but it doesn't look like it's going to make any particular difference. I'll let you look down the scope. Let me set this thing back on the tripod, and then we'll take a look down the little red dot. Alright, this is the 1x20 micro red dot sight. Of course, what you're looking at right now is the green dot at maximum brightness. Let's see if I can turn it down without shaking around too much. Alright, we should be nearly going out, and then we'll go to the red dot. That's maximum brightness. This is a 4 MOA dot. In other words, 4 minutes of angle at 100 yards. 4 minutes of angle at 100 yards will cover up a circle 4 inches in diameter. So there you are. That's what it looks like through the red dot. This red dot has a 6-month warranty on it, which I haven't paid much attention to other red dots of this price range, but on Amazon this guy's about 30 bucks. And a warranty on a $30 red dot's got to be a good thing. So let's just take a look at the screen. That's the spot on Amazon where you find this little fella, and there's the price. You can get the 1x20 or the 1x27 millimeter, and 20 millimeters is oh, let me see here, I got a caliper. 20 millimeters, that's about 3/4 of an inch. There you go. So now it's time for me to I didn't adjust the windage or the elevation on it when I turned on the laser, because it was very close to being right on it, and I turned the laser in a circle so that it would do its deviation and everything, and when it was straight up and down, up coming over the top of the circle the laser was, the windage was dead on with it. So I think I'll just not adjust it at all until I go to the range and take a shot, and then we'll run out to maybe to 50 yards and take a shot. I'm going to put it on my 15-22, so 50 yards is good for 22 long rifle. Alright, now I actually put this on my rifle when I went to the range for testing, but after I came back, I thought, well, this would also fit quite well on another place there, and so I put it on that pistol. and I think it would serve this job quite well because it's really a small sight close down to the rail, and being close to the line of the bore is you know, adds that much more to accuracy and the range of the accuracy, you know. So nevertheless, this is the by one-time magnification. In other words, it doesn't magnify anything. And it's got a 20mm lens. You can also get it in a 27mm lens. It's supposed to be waterproof down to, I think, 8 meters or 5 meters. It's got a 6-month warranty, and it comes with free shipping. That's a pretty good list of recommendations there. Now, I didn't really find any noticeable cons to this scope. It's got a rather normal average size red dot, so it has a 4 MOA red dot, which is about average. I have my pistol I use for the Steel Challenge, I've got actually an 8 MOA red dot on it, and the only thing that, you know, about having a larger, ever larger red dot is you're limited at how far off you can shoot small things. In other words, the dot will, once you get to 50 yards and 100 yards, an 8 MOA dot would cover up your target, you know, because I usually use 8-inch targets, and it would just with my 8 MOA red dot, it would disappear behind it. With this one, this being a 4 MOA at 100 yards, it'd cover about half of the center of the target, you know. But still, you'd be able to shoot the target. You're just not going to be a 100-yard bullseye guy. But for up close work, like 25 to 50 yards, the dot's just the right size for competition or for hunting. You know, you're not going to be out deer hunting with this dot, I'm almost certain. And if you were, it wouldn't cover up a deer. So I don't have anything to say against this red dot. I haven't had it long enough to know how long the battery will last or anything. When you get it, it comes with a little mount to go on a Picatinny or Weaver rail, and it's got lens covers, and it's got a battery, and all that with free shipping. So all in all, I like this red dot. I say that with reservations. I don't know how long the battery lasts. I would have to have it on for days to find out, probably. But I think it lasts long. Probably, you know, all of them that I've had will last all day for a shooting match, you know. Alright, so before I get away from here, you're going to want to know exactly how it performed at the range. Well, I went to the range with it. This was at 16 yards. That was my first shot, right there. And then I played with it and got it all over here messed up. And I thought, well, it doesn't matter. I'm going to go shoot at 25 yards. I can still be on the paper. So I went over to 25 yards. This was my first shot at 25 yards, and then I took another one after I adjusted it, and it wound up right there. So at 25 yards, the red dot pretty much fills this circle here. Alright, I was shooting this on the rifle, and it had plenty of eye relief, and everything was good. And this right out here is where I was playing around adjusting the sight, and I shot almost clean off the thing. So there you go. I like the sight, and I think it's got lots of promise, and it'll be easy to move it between a rifle and a pistol for, you know, use either way, as long as you got a rail on your pistol, that is, or as long as you got a rail on your rifle. All right, can't find a thing wrong with it. Well, that's all, folks. Y'all try to subscribe if you're not already a subscriber. Leave a comment if you got something to say, and above all, remember, keep on keeping on. Bye now.